Welcome to Reddit Reader. People of Reddit, what is one mistake or decision you made that completely altered the course of your life? Forgot hamburger buns. Dad died, depressed, was without a job for over a year, applied at a few different places and heard nothing back. Went to a barbecue at a friend's house and stopped at the store first. We got everything we needed, went out to the car, started packing up, and realized we forgot hamburger buns. I go back in the store, I'm walking down the frozen food aisle, and run into an old coworker who happened to now be a manager at one of the places I applied at months ago. Chatted it up with him for a little bit, and 3 days later I get a call out of the blue to come in for an interview at his company he worked at. I've been with the company 18 years. Last month, all because of that chance encounter in the frozen food aisle. All because I forgot hamburger buns. One day my foreman just flat out didn't show up to work. I was vaguely familiar with what had to go on at the site and who needed to do it, so I just started calling people and talking to those on site, saying I was filling in for them for the day. Fast forward a few months and people are saying they greatly prefer me organizing jobs, and management starts giving me jobs of my own. I start getting great reviews from clients and my jobs are making money. Eventually my old foreman gets fired. Not because of me directly, but because of some questionable antics and poor performance. Now I'm enjoying a significantly better paying and more fulfilling job. What started as a job to make a bit of money while I figured out what I want to do has turned into something with serious career potential. A buddy of mine called me up one day to tell me he and his toxic controlling girlfriend had broken up, and he wanted to celebrate with a few drinks. At the time, I was living a very antisocial lifestyle, and I almost said no, but something that day told me I needed to get out of the house, so I agreed. Turns out that was the night I'd meet my future wife. When we were reminiscing about that night, my wife said she, too, almost declined going out. Accepted a painkiller at a party. Started as a every other weekend thing. Then it was every weekend. Then it was hard days at work. Then it was daily before work. Then it was multiple times a day at work. I'd be snorting lines off of my desk in a call center. Then money was getting insanely tight, and my dealer was like, dude, start doing heroin. It's way cheaper. And I remember laughing in his face, like, you fucking idiot, that'll be the day. Then a little while later, money became non-existent. And I found out you could snort heroin. Problem solved. And then a few handful of years later, I found myself homeless in Skid Row, downtown LA. Going from a loving, supportive family with amazing friends, near six-figure job, everything going super great, to passing out in piles of garbage and having teeth fall out. I only got out thanks to Suboxone, but I'm so glad it exists. Moved out of the homeless shelter September 2019. Starting life over in your mid-30s is pretty shitty, but it's doable. My life is simple as now, and I have literally zero friends. But that's still an upgrade from where I was a short time ago. Heroin. I flunked out of my first school. I imagine if I'd stayed and gotten my degree, my life would have been a lot different. Instead, I ended up working for a few years, realizing the value of a degree, and restarting my life. It made me realize that kids shouldn't be forced into college right after high school. Some of them need to work or travel or whatever to figure out for themselves what their path is going to be. 18 is way too young to point a finger at someone and be like, okay, now you need to decide the rest of your life. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe so you do not miss our next upload.